Oh, well, hello there, you beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, creative human being. I'm Andrea Don, and today we are here discussing yoga asana, or the physical postures. So, what I want to make very clear about the physical postures is that it's so helpful when we have an understanding of where they came from and why they're important and what they're doing to aid in our physical, emotional, and mental well being, and also give you the authority to put meaning behind it for you so that your practice carries weight off of the mat and you can really start to feel the fruits of your practice in your daily life. So let's learn a little bit more about Supta Baddha Konasana. Each posture in the physical practice has a Sanskrit name ending in asana. Asana means seat or posture. Today we will explore Supta Baddha Konasana, also known as reclined bound angle pose, and sometimes referred to as reclined butterfly. When we break down the Sanskrit, we see Supta, which means reclined, Baddha, which means bound, and Kana, which means angle, and Asana, of course, which means seat or posture. The name Baddha Konasana is more recent, but is believed to have roots that date back to the 15th century in correlation to Bhadrasana, as stated in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Bhadrasana can be translated as throne and is known as a seat of meditation. This posture is restorative in nature and is often practiced towards the beginning or the end of an asana practice. Now this brings us to the why behind Supta Baddha Konasana. Each posture has potential benefits that are of course physical in nature, both internally and externally, and also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Yet it is important to note that not all of these are true for everyone and are also dependent upon the time, consistency, and sincerity of practice. In general, Supta Baddha Konasana improves flexibility in the groin, the hips, the inner thighs, and the knees. It is a great posture for digestion and circulation and is one of the few postures recommended after eating, as well for menstrual cramps and menopause. Similar to Shavasana, Supta Baddha Konasana stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system and physiologically speaking slows our heart rate, our breathing, and lowers our blood pressure. Supta Baddha Konasana also holds symbolic, metaphoric, and meaningful significance to our own personal whys. As humans, we have the power to create significance and meaning beyond the bound instinctive nature of animals. We have the ability to gather our resources, which include but are not limited to our minds, our energy, our attention, our words, and our actions, and therefore determine what we will choose to make important. This is your personal jet fuel for loving your life. So perhaps you feel a correlation with Supta Baddha Konasana and Svadhisthana, or your sacral chakra. This correlation might translate as self-acceptance, creativity, and the importance of play and fun. So while taking this posture, you have the authority to decide what part of you needs attention. You have the jurisdiction to soothe your inner critic or initiate a play date with yourself. Or perhaps you resonate with the reclined butterfly translation. And well, the metaphors for butterflies are endless. Make your practice matter. Fuel each posture with reverence to its history, understanding of its original intent, and don't forget to add the secret ingredient of you. And I think that part is really important and requires encouragement. That part where you are the authority. You are the one who gets to make it matter. So yes, we want to know the history. We want to know all the things we can study about and be true to the original concept. And so that we're not taking for granted what this is all about. And also, we get to make it fit us. As I like to say, we don't need to fit into the posture. We make the posture fit us. So let's explore what this posture looks like and just give a few ways to prop it. There are very many ways to prop this posture. I only have a few props here. So the soles of the feet come together and the knees are out wide. Now you can take this sitting up and then scoot your bum in, come down onto your forearms, lie down onto your back. And then from there, work the distance between the heels and the sits bones so that you feel enough and not too much. You can also start this posture lying down and then just walk the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide. Press the soles of the feet together. Take your arms out wide, palms face up. Expand through the heart and chest. And then settle your breath. Now, a few ways we could prop this would be simply by placing a bolster or a blanket underneath our knees, similar to how we did in Shavasana. So it could look something like this. You could also add something underneath your head so your chin is slightly above your forehead. Another way to prop this posture would be to use a blanket or bolster the long ways and then scoot your bum up towards it. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, walk yourself down, and it could look something like this. You could also place blocks underneath this bolster to make it more upright. Also, if the knees are hanging in the air and that feels too much, you could cushion underneath the knees as well. So it might look something like this. Also, when we have a lot of time and it's a restorative practice, I love to add an eye pillow. I feel like that added weight helps my eyeballs relax and starts to work that internal withdrawal of the senses, pratyahara, which we will discuss in another video. So I hope this was helpful in understanding Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined bound angle pose. As always, it's your job to figure out how to prop and make it benefit you. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to explore yoga with you and enjoy all of the fruits that we get to receive from our sincere and consistent practice. My heart sees and feels and smiles to yours. Namaste, yogis.